Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Aisha Khalid and I'm going to present retrovirus as a vector in gene therapy. Problems that we face during gene therapy by using retroviruses. The number one problem is early packaging cell lines contain replication competent retroviral genomes, and a single recombination event between this genome and the retroviral DNA vector could result in the production of a wild type virus. As you can see, if recombination occur between this genome and the recombinant viral vector, then it would result in the production of wild type virus. The second one problem is using retrovirus is that the integrase enzyme can insert the genetic material of the virus in any arbitrary position in the genome of the host. It can occur in two ways. If genetic material happens to be inserted in the middle of one of the original genes of the host cell, this gene will be disrupted and insertional mutagenesis occurs. The second one, if the gene happens to be one regulation cell division, uncontrolled cell division can occur. How to address this problem? This problem has recently begun to be addressed by utilizing zinc finger nucleases, and the other method is by including certain sequences such as beta globin locus control region to direct the site of integration to specific chromosomal sites. Let's see what is locus control region. A locus control region is a long-range cis-regulatory element that enhances expression of linked genes at distal chromatin sites. The other method to address this problem is zinc finger nucleases. They are targetable DNA cleavage reagents that have been adopted as gene targeting tools. Zinc finger nucleases are comprised of chain of zinc finger protein fused to a bacterial nuclease to produce system capable of making site-specific double-stranded breaks to enable gene edits. If a homologous DNA is provided, repair can be proceeded by homologous recombination using the donor as a template. Alternatively, the break can be repaired by non-homologous end joining, leading to mutations at the cleavage site. These may be deletions, insertions, and base substitution, usually quite localized, but sometimes extended away from the break. It can use double-stranded DNA repairs that lead to both targeted mutagenesis and targeted gene replacement at remarkable high frequencies. And last are the gene therapy trials. Gene therapy trials to treat severe combined immunodeficiency were halted or restricted in the USA when leukemia was reported in 3 of 11 patients treated in the French X-linked SCID X-gene therapy trial. 10 SCID patients treated in England have presented leukemia to date and have had similar success in immune reconstitution. Gene therapy trials to treat SCID due to deficiency of the adenosine deaminase enzyme continue with a relative success in the USA, Italy, and Japan. Retroviral vectors are attractive and promising gene delivery vehicles in clinical gene therapy. They stably integrate into the host genome and allow the long-term expression of therapeutic transgenes. As of December 2009, 1579 clinical gene therapy studies, most exclusively clinical phase 1 and 2, have been conducted worldwide. Retroviral vectors were used in 357 trials, representing the second most commonly used gene delivery vector after adenoviral vectors. That's all. These are the references. Thank you so much.